Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Buenos dias. Guten Morgen to everyone watching. It's yet another beautiful day that we've been blessed to see and experience. Today it's Friday, and I'm heading to a place up here. Guys, you remember this log? Yeah, you're supposed to work on that. But in the meantime, I'm supposed to be going to see some few of our local leaders, because the project that we are supposed to be working on, the log and everything, we've decided that it's going to take some few time to communicate with the carpenters to make sure that everything is in order. And also they were supposed to be drafting for me a budget that we are supposed to be working with on the materials needed. Remember that it's not only the wood that is going to be needed, but most probably some cushions, or maybe depending on what we are going to be making the log with. So until they give me that budget, and I'll be revisiting them tomorrow again, because the other time, yesterday when I went to see them, the response that they gave me is they would like to be paid for the services that they are going to render. But there was one guy who was willing to work with me on the project, but now we were not agreeing on the schedule and everything, because he's a little bit busy guy. So we will take our chances and see which method or which way is the best way forward. So in the meantime, I cannot leave you hanging as we wait for that, because remember, it's a journey. It's not going to be like a sequence, like every day it's happening, every day it's happening. No, like in real life, sometimes things don't happen that way. Sometimes you have to be patient, but at the same time, you guys cannot be waiting without having an update, or maybe without experiencing the life. Remember, despite being the fact that it's about wealth creation vlog, we as well need to experience the life in the village. What other things can we do to make sure that our villages are better? So once I was here like 2 to 3 days, I decided in our region, like the entire area, we do lack some connectivity to the Wi-Fi. Most of the times people just use mobile data, and it's quite expensive, you know. And like, for instance, if the cheapest person can use around this is a KCA bus, or just a minute, sorry for that. So sometimes you find that most of the youth that are around the villages, they get engaged into consuming content online. And while consuming this content online, they use data. And one of the reasons that they don't have some little cash to maybe think about investing somewhere, or maybe to think about to do ABCD, it's because they are using a lot of money to subscribe to data and watch content online. So you might find a person might use 50 bob per day. Yeah, to them that is not much, because they are using it for data. But now, with the consumption of data being a very big issue, because now try to imagine a homestead whereby they are around 4 or 5 people. Remember, this is a village. The population here, it's not that much, but in each and every homestead, you will not miss around 3 or 4 teenagers who are having smartphones, and they are consuming content online. So it becomes relatively expensive if each of these family members are purchasing data for around 50 bob daily. That's closely like 150 to 200 shillings per person, and that is on the lower side. Now I came to figure out, like, how can we reduce the cost of consumption in homesteads in terms of data. So I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm hopeful, because I'm heading to the MCA's office at the moment so that we can have a candid conversation concerning this challenge. Because I was thinking maybe we can engage 1 or 2 farms that they can supply us with the connectivity, Wi-Fi connectivity around the electric poles, so that people can have it easy to connect to their homesteads. You know, it becomes a little bit cheaper if in a homestead people have a Wi-Fi connectivity and they pay around 1,500 per month. 1,500 per month, if you convert it into a daily consumption, it comes down to around 20 shillings per head. So that's a little bit conservative when it comes to money. And people can consume content on a larger scale. And 2, they can learn online. Remember, nowadays, you don't really have to go to campuses to learn if you don't have the finances, because that's one of the challenges that we are facing here as a community. So what we do is, how can we engage these youth so that they can be productive, aside from going to look for resources to work with? But how else can we feed them knowledge? It's through online. It's through online courses. It's through online engagement. It's through online consumption of content, but valuable content. But they cannot do that if they are struggling on a daily basis to get a 50 shillings or 100 shillings to consume that content. So here is my thought. I don't know what you think about it, but these are my thoughts. I was thinking, with the help of the county or the ward representatives, that is the MC and the MP, we can talk about a development project whereby they are going to connect the whole entire ward with connectivity, Wi-Fi connectivity. And we have 2 ways that they can do it. They can do it, 1, as a government project, or 2, as an investment program for Wi-Fi providers, existing Wi-Fi providers. And we can talk to our nearby towns, like the town which we usually go to on a daily basis, Kaloleni. We have some local Wi-Fi vendors who they can be persuaded to come here, connect this area with Wi-Fi connectivity, and it can open up opportunities for these youth, you know, accessibility to online platforms, accessibility to knowledge. And with that, I think we are going to make it a better village already, and for the future. Remember, right now things are changing. Everything is going to be remote. Even companies nowadays, they are slowly embracing the remote type of jobs. You might find that out of 10 jobs in an office, 1 or 2 they are remote, and they've engaged people who are working remotely. So even if that person is, even if that company is in Nairobi or maybe in Europe, and someone is here in our in our village, they can easily access those jobs, because if they have the knowledge and the skills to do those type of jobs, they can easily bid and compete with other people, even in Nairobi and other places that are highly developed. And as long as you have the skill set, nobody cares where you're from. The Wi-Fi connectivity is what they are going to look at. If it's strong enough, if you have access to it, and you can have consistency while doing that job. So that is what I'm trying to rectify, and let's see how it goes. So come with me as we go to the MCS office. I don't know if it's going to allow me to film it, but if it won't, I will just be updating you after. So in the meantime, we can go together. We see what we are supposed to be getting out of this meeting. Yeah, so this is my village. These are our local church. People usually come here on Sunday to pray and worship. Yeah, it's not like Nairobi. You have very big churches. Here in the village, it's just a simple street. People come here on Sunday. Don't don't mind the red. Like the red is because of the soil that is on the road. By the way, this is the road that is heading all the way to Mombasa. Mombasa, the city, it's a second largest city in Kenya, where most of the ocean is. Like the entire of the coastline, it's along the Mombasa to south coast, like Diani, Ukunda, all that way. Yeah. So once you go this side, you go to Mombasa, and this side you are going to Nairobi. Like you can connect to Nairobi, and at the same time you can connect to Kilifi. Yeah. So basically that's it. And by the way, this is the same road where it connects to the quarry that most of the cement companies are mining. They are mining some limestone that is being used for the cement manufacturing. Yeah. So our village, despite having those resources, is not that much developed. Like it's people who usually come here, extract the resources, use them to create wealth, while they destroy our houses with dust and cracks on the walls because of the blasting of the rocks over and over again. So it's quite annoying. It's very little that we can do as an individual, because this is a government thing that is going. They can control such type of activities, but as a community, you talk about it, becomes a very small hindrance to them. Yeah, they really don't care. So this is my village, guys. We have a lot of footpaths. A lot of footpaths that we use. Like I can just pass through someone's land and then I come out of another place. And it's allowed here. Like we live in a community basis. Yeah, like someone here has a goat. They have a goat here. They are grazing it. I don't know what this type of grazing is called. Is it circle grazing or kifunga kamba? I don't know. Acha tusonge mbele. Also, this one is my grandma's. You see this? You see this land here? This is my grandma's property, all the way down there. Like I told you the other time, this is a family land. Like majority of this land is family. So yeah, all of this area, this is my grandma's. Yeah, that's her. That's my third grandma. In the first video, I introduced you to my two other grandmas. Is the one at the place that I'm staying in, and then the other place, it's at my second grandma, where I went and bought some milk, and now this is my third. Yes. So basically, the entire area, it's family land. Yes. So walk with me. Do you see how beautiful our village is? Yeah. So guys, welcome back. I'm still I'm on my way. Yeah. I'm heading to the MCA's office. But guys, look, this is how we fence our local lands. Yeah. Here in the village, people use trees to fence their lands. So this is a perimeter wall. And I've been seeing a lot of these lately. These are bittersweet oranges. There are so many in our village. So many, and people are not using them. So I really don't know how to make use of this one also. I know in some places maybe people are using it to make money. But down here we are just neglecting them because we don't know how to do with them, and they are not that delicious, you know. That bitterness people don't like. They like very sweet stuff, man. Yeah? So it becomes a little bit a wasted resource, and there are so many. Every shamba you go to, you won't miss 2 or 3 bittersweet or orange plants, and people are not using them. So if you know how I can convert that resource into a money-making venture, comment below so that we can utilize that resource. It's readily available, as a matter of fact. Everywhere it's available. And every time it grows or it matures, just like what I've shown you. People are not using it. They just let it ripe and fall. Yeah. So if you know how to utilize bitter lemon to make money, bitter sweet oranges. I just did some small research. I saw some people making lemonade out of it, but I was not yet convinced. So if you know any other way that we can utilize that resource, comment below, so that we can engage, and then we can convert that resource to be a viable commodity for the youth around here. We can educate them, and they will not let it go to waste. Yes. Yeah. So guys, how our village looks like. There are a lot of trees everywhere, very fertile area. Yes. So those are coconut trees. For those who don't know coconuts, those are coconut trees. So those are coconut trees, and this is a cashew nut plant. For those who don't know cashew nut plant, this is a cashew nut plant. Let me show you what a cashew nut plant looks like. So you see, this is a cashew nut plant, and this is how the leaves look like. And the stem itself, this is how it looks like. So this is a cashew nut tree, and it's very huge. It grows to be a very huge. For those who buy cashew nuts in the supermarkets, yeah, you are buying cashew nuts in the supermarkets. They're already flavored or dried and packed in packets, branded. This is the cashew nut tree, guys. This is the cashew nut tree. That's a cashew nut tree. So if you see that we have cashew nuts in our areas. Yeah. Another 2 bitter lemon. Bitter sweet oranges. They are here. Let me show you. They are here. Huh? Like people don't. I think that this side. You see this plant here? Let me show you. Here is another one. These are bittersweet oranges. Nobody's consuming them. So I don't know how we are going to convert these ones into a viable commodity. Yes. Habari mzee? Nzuri sana. Salama sana. Ndio. Nauliza watu concerning bitter sweet oranges. Watu hawatafuni, hayatumiki huku. Mimi natumia. Unatumia kufanya nini? Kunywa tu. Unakunywa tu? Like a juice. Like orange. For real? Yes. But so many people are not using like these ones. Kwani yana madhara haya? Hayana, lakini watu wengi hawayapendi. Yes. Yes. Lakini mimi kuyatumia kama nimekaa muda bila kupata fruits. Yes. Siyawachi. Yes, lazima unywe. Vijana nilituma vijana wanichukulie. Waniletee, hawajaniletea. Lakini hata wanajua kwa huyu mzee huwa anakula hicho. Okay. Yeah. One of the very few. Very few. Sawa, thank you mzee. Kwa sababu unaona hata yanaiva na nobody cares. Nobody cares, like I've walked through this entire region. They are everywhere and nobody is consuming them. Yes. Where do you come from? I come from Mkwajuni. Mkwajuni? Yes, Stephen Kahindi Wawali, grandchild. Oh. Yes. You know the old man, the late. Namjua vizuri sana. Yes, that is my grandfather. Yes. Wewe ni mtoto wa Rehema chini. Rehema. Yes. Ni watu tulisoma pamoja, walikuwa nyuma yangu, lakini tulisoma pamoja. Okay. Yes. Ni vizuri kukufahamu. Na wewe waitwa nani? Mimi naitwa Alex Lenga. Alex Lenga, naishi tu hapa. Okay, sawa. Hii village. Hapo mbele hapo kwa hii migomba hapa. Nyumba za kwanza hizo hapo mbele kidogo. Yes. Kuna nyumba nyingine hapo iko na tank kubwa ya black. Hapo ndo kwangu. Nitapitia siku moja. Karibu. Asante. So guys, that was my neighbor. Mumba, Joseph Mumba. Mumba. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Mimi hatukuonana jana. Kuna mwingine alipiga mengi. Haya, wacha nitaangalia, nafika hapa kwa MCA kwanza, alafu nitakuja. Haya. Yeah, so guys, that was my neighbor. He was telling me that for him, he's okay consuming the bitter sweet oranges. He prefers them if he doesn't have any other fruits to consume. So he usually just takes them, make juice out of them, and he drinks it. But around here, like, not so many people do that. Like, you'll find them just ripe and fall down. Nobody cares. Yes. So guys, we are close to the MCS office, but I'm still showing you around what it looks like. And like I told you, most of the times here it's just some footpaths everywhere, and people walk, and we engage that way. Yes, habari. Salama. Yes. So down, like, it's a norm, it's kind of a norm, like greeting people. In some other areas like Nairobi, you just leave and you just bump into each other, you just walk and nobody cares. But down here, if you don't greet someone, you are considered a spoiled brat. So you have to greet people so that if you need help, they can help you without any hesitance. Yeah, so tusalimiane. If you come to the coast, so guys, this is how our local village looks like. I've walked for a very long distance already, but people here just live in clusters. It's a cluster community. People still live in a community. Yeah, people still live in a community. And like, for instance, this one is just one family, a very big land, but everybody's building in a small portion, and they live that way. Yeah, so welcome. Most of houses here are grass thatched or makuti thatched. Makuti, it's the leaves of a coconut tree. They are very luxurious, you know. In some areas, like for the coastal area, they use it for hotels thatching. So guys, this is our local area, and I'm close to the MCA's office. That is our chief's office. It's right down there, and as you go down there, there's a technical training college. It's down there. I'll take you some other time so that I can show you what is happening down there. But in the meantime, let me just take you around the area so that you may see it. This is our local chief's office, and here it's where you, if you have some small local issues like homestead issues, you can come and solve your cases here at the chief's office. So if you are summoned at the chief's office, you come, and if maybe there are some small projects that need to be told to the community, they are summoned here to come and have a meeting so that they can be given the information. So basically, this is where people get information. This is our county assembly ward, and I'm here. So let me go in and see if I can be able to have an audience. So this is the office, but there's someone inside, so you wait. So guys, poa sana vipi? So guys, I'm from the MCA's office. We've had a candid conversation. We talked about some few things concerning how we can implement. Unfortunately, the MCA himself was not around, but his manager was around. So we had a small conversation just to find out roughly what is happening in the county and at the ward level, and specifically empowering the youth. So they gave me a certain program that they usually run. It's a program that they fund all students who go to national schools. Anybody who achieves around 350 marks and above, they're usually funded, fully funded. They don't pay anything. They just go to school. They get funded from their from 1 all the way to university. So that is a very lucrative project coming out from the ward level. And I believe with such a program, the next generation is safe, because I believe the backbone of every community is education, right? So with the education in place, it's going to empower them, give them knowledge, and they can be capable of doing so many things by themselves. Because you cannot continue feed someone throughout the whole year or the whole lifetime. But instead, if you show them how to fish, like for this instance, they are being taken to school and get paid for the entire Form 1 up to Form 4, it's a plus for them. Yeah? Vipi? Safi. Like constructing a home. It's a home. Yeah. So basically, houses around here, they are built that way, with trees, and then they plaster it with mud and becomes a home. So guys, now I'm going back home after having that brief meeting with the MCA, and not the MCA, sorry, the MCA manager, because the MCA have been told that is going to be coming later on. But in the meantime, we talked with the MCA's manager, and he told me that at the moment the project that they are running as a ward, but it came from the tops, like from the governor's level. Remember, this is in Kenya. We are subdivided into counties. Like we have the state itself, that is the nation, Kenya, and then it's subdivided into counties. We have Mombasa County, Kilifi County, Nairobi County, we have Kisumu County, Nakuru. All those are counties, and each and every county is governed by a governor. Just like in the US, it's states. Like the states is the same as counties. Now, for this case, for us, we are in Kilifi County, governed by a governor. So the governor passed a policy whereby all students who attain 350 marks and above, they get full scholarship, full scholarship. They get full scholarship from the government, the county government. They get funded from Form 1 all the way to university. Isn't that a good project? Like a very good project. Like a parent don't have to worry concerning school fees, concerning, I don't know, these small money for school, like, I don't know, food money. No, they don't worry about that. The county takes care of that. That's a very good project. Like, they're teaching the students how to fish, and that's the best way they can do it. Everybody is educated. Once you're educated, you're liberal. Once you're educated, you are free from stupidity. You become a person who has the skills, unless you decide not to use them. Yes. So that is a project that I'm 100% on board. I love it. Now let us work on this other project that I'm thinking of for the people who are outside here. Let us have Wi-Fi connectivity all around. Wi-Fi connectivity. So that even in the interior of the villages, people can access Wi-Fi. People can access online content. People can access free courses, so that they can add more value to their lives. Yes. Yes, habari mama. Salama. Nimetoka kusema tu watu hawali matamchungu huku. Kumbe nimesema watu hawayapendi, yaiva, yaanguka yenyewe, yaoza.
Hawajaijua biashara yao hii, lakini matunda mazuri sana.
Wewe yafanyiwa nini sasa?
Mafuta pia waweza kufanya hapa.
Kama machungwa tu.
Kama machungwa. Yako tamu.
Lakini yako na kauchungu ndio maana watu wengi hawayapendi.
Lakini mazuri. Pengine na pressure, sukari hivi, basi kitunda hao kwa watumia. Mazuri pia.
So ni mazuri kwa mtu wa pressure na mtu wa sukari. Kwa sababu yana sukari nyingi ama. Maana haya matunda ukitoka hapa ukienda pale chini kuna karibu miwili. imebaki haitumiki. Yes, habari?
Nzuri.
Salama.
Naendeleaje?
Sisi tuko salama, tashukuru. Sasa wakuta ukitoka hapa wapata michungwa hii miwili. Ukishuka pale kwa kile kisima chaitwa kwa Ndenge.
Kwa Ndenge.
Hicho kisimani hapa. Ukipanda hicho kilima kuna hii karibu 6.
Imejaza.
Na imeiva hata saa nyingine wagusa unaona kama haya maganda yake ni mepesi. Uweza fikiria ni machungwa. Lakini mengine ni mazito.
Ndio mazuri. Chagua hivi basi wala vizuri.
Haya, sawa mama. Wewe endelea na shughuli zako. Wacha mimi nifike hapa nyumbani. Mimi natoka hapa kwa Kahindi wa wali na maji. Mfadhi. Hapo ni baba. Sasa nafika hapo niende nipumzike kidogo. Nilikuwa nimeenda kuona MCA hapa chini, lakini mambo atakuja baadaye. Haya, msindeto Haya mama. Yes guys, so at least I have some 2 people who are using the bittersweet oranges for consumption. Hey, a little story concerning cashew nut tree. A very funny one. You see, when we were young, this cashew nut tree, when it grows, it usually has this part. This part is the flowery part. So this is where it grows and then it bears the fruits. This part here, once it's pollinized, it bears the fruits. So when we were young, we used to use this one as cut its mirror. Like we used to eat this one with some chewing gum. So you just do like this, because we used to see some older people doing it, chewing cut, and we didn't have money to buy. So we used to use this. Funny thing, right now people don't even know that we children were that mischievous. Very funny stories. But hey, we've outgrown them, but now we leave them as memories. Funny thing. So guys, I think we are going to leave it at that. We now watch for the next episode to see where we are going to be. Most probably tomorrow we are going to, if we'll be able to go and solve that issue for the log and have the budget for the raw material, we are going to pick it from there, and then we see how best we can go about it. But if not, I will take you to the mining area, and then I show you where the TVET is, and then after we see the next step. So until the next time, subscribe to our channel, like, comment, share your views, and then we see how best we can work. Habari? Salama. So share your views with us in the comment section, subscribe, like, and we keep together. Old money, new money, we create wealth in the village. In the meantime, cheers, bye, adios.